Grind City Wrestling, and welcome to episode 327. I am one of your hosts, Dustin Starr. Be sure to follow me at Dustin Starr. Be sure to get subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're watching and wherever you're listening, or you could just download the Grind City Media app. It's absolutely free. Last week, we talked about how drunk wrestling is because history was made. There is an NXT superstar wearing the TNA Wrestling World Championship. Go back and check that out in the archives. This week, we're going to catch up with one of the toughest women in the history of professional wrestling. The Phenom Jazz is going to join us right here on Grind City Wrestling ahead of her big appearance coming up this Sunday in Memphis. But first, I've got to introduce my co-host, my tag team partner. He really needs no introduction in the Memphis area, but I'll do it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Walker, baby!
Holla! If you hear me.
Let's see it.
Big Papa Pump's in the building, bro.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup. He's not really in the building. Stand up and show him what you're talking about. You got to flex.
Look at this shirt.
You got to flex. What year is this?
Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. It was the peak of WCW. I'm not flexing.
You got to do the flex and kiss your muscles.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. That's your thing, not mine. But yeah, Big Papa Pump, bro. This is fresh from the 2000s. You guys see WCW on the WCW right there. Shout out to the shirt. I don't know where I got this shirt, but it's a banger. But we're here though. It's a great day. Actually, it's not a great day.
It is a great day.
No, it's not a great day.
It's a great day to have a great day.
It's a great day because we have the Phenom Jazz on the pod.
Yes.
I remember watching her as a kid on WWE programming. But I got smoked, bro. I don't like the way they did my guy R-Truth.
We're going to talk about it.
I don't like the way they did my guy R-Truth, bro.
In the chat, tell us
K-Quick.
What you think about K-Quick.
Ron Killings.
K-Crush.
K-Crush.
What's up?
Memphis Legend. What's up?
What is up?
I don't like the way they did my guy, bro. We got to address that today on the pod.
We will. We'll talk about it. First, you got to follow Devin on social media at Devin_Walker2. I was going to ask how familiar you are with Jazz because you were born in 1993. She was women's champion in 2002. So that was early on in your wrestling watching.
Yeah, that was early on in my wrestling career. So I had to go do some research for the pod today because I remember Jazz. I remember Jaqueline. I remember Jazz.
Oh, I love me some Miss Texas.
Yeah,
Jackie Moore, Jaqueline.
Yeah, shout out Miss Texas. I remember them two in WWF back in the day. They were kind of the OGs of the black female wrestlers in WWE. So I remember that.
You know what's funny is they are both regarded as two of the toughest women wrestlers ever.
Oh, for sure.
They will beat your ass, bro.
Legitimately.
Yes.
Might beat your ass, for real. So I remember her back in the day. I can't wait to talk to her, though, because I have some questions about what she sees now in the female women's division.
Yes.
Because there's so many strong black women.
Got to be proud, right?
Leading the women's division, because back in the day, it was, I was reading a story where, her and Jaqueline wanted to be a tag team, and, of course, back then, there was a no, you can't be in a tag team together. So now you have the Jade Cargills, you have the Bianca Belairs. You know, they're leading the charge. You have the Naomis. They're leading the charge in the women's division. So I wonder if she sees that and she's glowing from ear to ear to see the progress WWE has made in that.
We will talk to the Phenom Jazz ahead of her big appearance for Memphis Wrestling this Sunday. Also, you can train with Jazz this Sunday as well. So she'll be a part of our TV tapings. Also, she was recently at the Performance Center training WWE.
Get in that women's division, Jazz. He needs it at the Memphis Wrestling
That's
Center.
Why she's coming. You can register. There's
look
tickets.
At Jazz, man!
MemphisWrestling.tv. If you use the code JAZZ at checkout, you'll save $5. But also, there is a training seminar going on immediately after the television taping. You know that's what it's all about, Devin. You know what we're building here. How valuable is it to have somebody like Jazz coming in to teach not only the women's division, but then also literally everybody that's on the TV show?
Especially since she's been on WWE. She's been where everybody wants to get, right? She's been a champion on TV. She's been at the Performance Center recently, so she knows what they're looking for. So I'm excited to see her, bro. I'm actually, you know what? I actually might pull up this Sunday.
You better.
I might pull up. I haven't been to the Wrestle Center in a while. I might make an appearance this Sunday for Jazz, so we'll see.
Added this week, TNA Wrestling superstar Crazy Steve is coming to Memphis Wrestling as well.
Is he bringing a fork with him?
He's always bringing a fork.
That's the guy that stabs people with forks.
He stabs people with forks, literally.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
So Crazy Steve will be in the house. Also, the Phenom Jazz. Jazz will join us here in just a minute. We're also announced Rikishi last week. A lot of really cool stuff going on, MemphisWrestling.tv. But we're going to talk WWE releases. It's not just R-Truth that was released.
I'm pissed about
We'll talk about that. We are going to talk to Jazz here in just a minute. But first,
I'm going to ask her about R-Truth too, by the way.
We could do that. Hey, dude. I've been on the receiving end of that phone call.
Really?
It sucks, and I'm nowhere near that level, but it sucks. So we could definitely talk to her about it. And we're going to talk about R-Truth being released. But first, best wrestling we watched all week. You're up.
Okay, best wrestling I watched all day. I was torn between two things because these two things happened. They have happened in the last 5 days in wrestling, right? So I talked about this guy a couple weeks ago on this podcast. I called him the John Moran of the WWE. We got to make that a real, by the way. Cut that part. We got to make this a real. Javon Evans is the John Moran of the WWE. He's electrifying. He's viral. He's athletic. He's a star in the making.
Talk shit on social media.
He does his thing. And my guy, Javon Evans, made his SmackDown debut this week. You know how excited I was to see my guy come through that and get his moment on WWE TV on Friday? I thought it was super cool because I think he's a star in the making. He does things in the ring that nobody else can do. A la John Morant on the basketball court could do things that no one else can do. So yeah, my guy Javon Evans, aka the John Morant of the WWE, made his debut on SmackDown. So that was my best wrestling of the week until Monday Night Raw.
Real quick, got to say, I'm still a Carmelo Hayes guy on SmackDown.
Oh, I love Carmelo.
Yeah.
I love Carmelo Hayes. Great.
He's him.
He
What?
That's his thing.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
No shit. He's him.
That's why I stopped, because you're like, he's him.
I love Carmelo Hayes. I think he's in the perfect spot right now.
He is. You
can pull him
look.
up, take him down. Like, he is literally on every single show. He's becoming a superstar. I bet you he's being recognized every single town that he goes to, and it's just going to get more and more and more until he's a big superstar. I know someone who's
obsessed with Carmelo Hayes. I'm not going to say their name on this podcast.
I do too.
But we're going to go to my best wrestling of the week on Monday Night Raw. You had Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn coming out together, doing the entrance. Sami Zayn got the glasses on, got the vibes going, and you know the entrance is going to be lit. But they get to the ring, 5-star. They get to the ring. They've been yeeting all over the arena.
I wish we had a GIF we can put up there.
And Sami Zayn gets in the ring and...
Nah, you gotta stand up.
It's like the funky chicken, but
stand up, bro.
It's like the funky chicken mixed with the Dougie. He started hitting the, you know what I'm saying?
He started
hitting it, and I was like, and when he started doing that, the crowd's like, hey, if you've been anywhere, you know when you start dancing, when the white boy starts dancing, the crowd's gonna hype you up. They hyped up Sami Zayn, and he was, hey. I was like, okay, Sami.
It was filth. It was filth. In a good way. Oh, just absolutely.
Wait, filth is bad.
Cringy, filthy, baby-facey.
That was not, no.
Dancing.
No, I'm not letting you do this.
Yeeting all over the place.
Hell no. You are not finna hate on my boy Sami Zayn.
I am not hating on Sami Zayn.
The damn screen went out.
I did not.
Sami Zayn was doing his...
I did nothing of the such.
Do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
He was getting to it.
But what I can't do is tell you that I've got notes that Sami Zayn was going to be an honorable mention for the best wrestling that I watched all week.
It was my best, other than Javon Evans making his debut.
All right. So, best wrestling I watched all week? I'll stick with honorable mention. I'm giving Sami Zayn, UCEY Sami Zayn.
See, that's cringy.
Honorable mention. It's all cringy, dude, and it works. Sami Zayn can literally do anything that you want him to do in the professional wrestling business. He comes out and he talks a serious promo with CM Punk that he also wants an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. And you believe that Sami Zayn could get that opportunity and potentially shock the world and win it. Like, you really think that he could win it. If you need him to be in the mid-card and working for the Intercontinental Championship and help get people over, like, he can do it. He's a mid-card guy as well. But then also, if you need him to do comedy against Johnny Knoxville in this jackass fight or whatever they had, he could do that too. Also, he could be the centerpiece of a major storyline involving Roman Reigns. He was like the bright light of the whole tribal chief bloodline storyline. He was the comedy. He's what made us laugh.
So Sami Zayn is a Swiss Army knife for the WWE.
He can do every single bit of what they need.
He's the most versatile player.
He doesn't go into business for himself.
He does not.
Which means, like, he doesn't say things that helps him in particular in a storyline that's for somebody else, for instance. Like, he literally can do everything that they need him to do. Now, the best wrestling that I watched all week was CM Punk. And I hate to say it. I hate to say that I hate to say it. But CM Punk has become some of the best wrestling that I watch week after week, and one of the reasons this week is he came out, and I believed him when he's talking to you into that camera. Like, you believe him, he knows it. He's gonna be world champion. I believed him when he said
I've
it.
changed my tune on CM Punk as well.
It was a solid promo, and when he looked in the camera and he said, "John Cena, I'm coming for you, you little bitch." Whoa!
Yeah, it was
the
insane.
place went crazy.
I love that we juxtaposed that to that terrible I think probably one of the worst segments in the last 3 years on Friday Night SmackDown. You had John Cena, Logan Paul in the ring with Cody Rhodes, and who else was in the ring?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Who's in the ring with?
Because our boy Travis Scott, I think, skipped town on WWE is what I'm hearing.
He was supposed to be there.
He was supposed to be in that tag team match, and they put Logan Paul instead. I don't know the story. I just know I read it online.
Was the top. I'm gonna say this on this. I'm gonna look at this look at this camera.
Here we go.
The Friday Night SmackDown segment with Logan Paul, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and who else was that? Seth Rollins, right? Seth out there?
I don't know.
Whoever the fourth person was, who gives a shit? Was one of the worst segments in SmackDown history. Why do you ask me? Because I thought it was goofy. Every part of it was goofy. From Cena being surprised about Logan Paul coming out to the words that came out of Cena's mouth. It was all bad. This whole Cena run's been bad. This has been bad wrestling. No aura, no cinema, just bad TV. Yeah. Can we stop? Can we do something?
What I wish they would have done is I wish that we could have cheered John Cena in every single city on the way out.
Because they're still doing the shirts.
Just give me the greatest hits. Let us cheer him. The biggest pop of every single night, of every single card that John Cena's on the way out, he's going to get the biggest pop. No doubt about it. Why fight against it? Just let the people, just let us love him on his way out.
Let us love him.
So that's a miss for me.
That was a big miss for me. Like, can we stop?
Okay, so the other best wrestling of the week was Psycho Simon versus The Gun Show. There's a new champ.
I got so many.
New Memphis Heritage champion?
Okay. Can we?
Are you kidding me? Psycho Simon? Not a Psycho Simon fan, I take it?
I am, but I just don't like the way y'all did it.
Boom.
The way y'all did it was,
Boom.
It was not, it was,
Boom.
It could have been done so many other different ways.
It could have been, but that's the way that it was done.
It was not done in a way where it really surprised. Like, even like the whole like pin thing, it wasn't really like the shock value of the moment was him winning the championship. And
right.
I feel like what happened in the match didn't really lead up to the shock value of him winning the championship.
The finish.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic
It
finish.
was very anticlimactic finish. Like usually when there's a surprise like that, it's like they're going back and forth.
Well,
he hits the thing, boom, something happens. 1, 2. For me, it was just like a 1,
It was like,
2.
oh. No, I agree with you. All right,
very
so
anticlimactic.
I feel like at the end of that match, there was some boos, but it was like silent. It was like shock. Yeah, and I thought that was good. Even the commentary kind of laid out.
But it wasn't. The thing is, it really did. Even if there was boos in the Wrestle Center, I just didn't think it like to the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The moment was supposed to be a big moment, right? That's why y'all did it. It was a big moment. But I feel like the match didn't live up to the moment. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But
totally.
shout out Psycho Simon though, bro. Good people.
Got some news coming up for the Gun Show. This is real life. It's not like some sort of story, but Gun Show, we're going to post something on social media about he's hurt. Gun Show's hurt. Legit.
Oh, that's why you took the belt off of him?
Well, there's a whole thing. So we'll talk about it here in the coming weeks. Medical stuff. But anyways, all right, news and notes. We got Jazz coming up in just a minute. Look, things just got really serious.
Yeah,
Devin's
they got
like,
really
wait
serious
a
real
second.
fast.
No. Gun Show's hurt. He's injured. He literally is hurt.
You gonna make a graphic about it and everything?
No, I'm not going to make it. Well, maybe.
Yes, I just gave him an idea. I just gave him content idea. I'm going to walk out of the studio today. We're going to Memphis Wrestling Instagram. Injured. Gun Show.
No, we actually get more, more interaction off of just the text only. How crazy is that?
I mean, that's simple. People like that
totally.
kind of stuff. Can we talk about
news and notes? There was some releases in WWE. Coming up in just a second is the Phenom Jazz, but R-Truth was released from WWE, and the internet just blew up. And Devin, just like everybody else, thumbs down.
It wasn't just the internet, 5-0, because sometimes we talk about this on the show. Sometimes the voices on the internet don't really matter, don't really equate to real life, right? Sometimes the hate and either the hate or the love, or the vitriol from the internet.
Karrion Kross is a prime example right now. Lots of internet love at this point, but then not getting the push.
Exactly.
On the other side is Jey Uso getting all the internet hate, but then the people love him.
Exactly. So we see both sides of this coin. But I think with the R-Truth thing, it was universal, right? Everybody loves R-Truth. Everybody loves K-Quick. Everybody loves Ron Killings, a.k.a. the guy. What's up, right? Everybody loves him. And you saw the reaction from old wrestlers to new wrestlers to current wrestlers to everybody's been touched, pause, by R-Truth in some kind of way in their wrestling career. Whether it's he wrestled in Memphis Wrestling.
I worked with him.
I posted a promo of him and Grandmaster Sexay back in the day.
Love it.
He's been everywhere, bro. Everywhere R-Truth is going.
For us.
Out
by us.
He's like, you ain't for us. Well, you ain't never been to the hood.
Us. I'm from Bartlett. That's my hood.
B to the A to the R to the T to the L to the T. I'm like,
love
what?
you, Brian Christopher.
You did not spell that right, Brian Christopher. Rest in peace to the Grandmaster.
Love it, Brian.
But he's touched everybody, man.
Yeah.
He's made you laugh. He's made you cry. Every moment he shared, like, it was man, I felt bad, man. I feel like WWE and Triple H and TKO, they dropped the ball with this R-Truth thing. Because you should let a guy like that go out on his own.
Maybe he is. We don't know the full story.
Well, how about somebody tell us full story?
Well,
Somebody
I think if
tell us,
we are patient.
Because we are pissed right now.
Yes, and they are loving this reaction. They just love that people are talking about it. And the story will come out. I don't think it's going to be as negative as you guys think. Like, Truth has a new country song. He's got albums. I'm sure everybody under the moon wants to book him. Also, they kind of elevated him to a whole superstar status before they did this.
That's what I'm saying.
He has a new T-shirt. He just worked with John Cena. He's going out with a bang. Can he get any higher than what he was right here?
People are saying that last match, he was trying to tell us this is my last time. It was the writing was on the wall.
I think he knew. I think it was mutual, if I had to guess.
I hope it is.
Which means he can come back at any point, which means he could sign a Legends deal, but also it opens him up to do other stuff. My phone, which, by the way, I'm flattered, guys. My phone was blowing up to book R-Truth.
Bro.
Do you realize how much that would cost?
I want to book R-Truth.
How much you think R-Truth
for this
would
damn
cost?
podcast, bro.
How much would R-Truth cost?
A lot.
In the chat, how much would R-Truth cost?
I need R-Truth on this podcast because, like I said, he is not only like you said, he's kind of like...
I texted him.
He went from like a comedy figure with a 24/7 championship and all the bits he would do, like, to being a staple in wrestling, right? When you saw R-Truth...
I feel like they could have elevated him to win a legit championship at any point because he was so popular.
And the thing is, the dude is like he's the oldest guy on the roster, right?
Looks like $1 million.
Looks like $1 million.
Shredded.
So shout out to R-Truth, man. Shout out to K Quick. Shout out to...
He's got an OnlyFans already.
Okay, that's...
He called it a Twitter fans or something. He does. He's got an OnlyFans already.
The thing is, my favorite R-Truth moment when he climbed, he showed up at the wrong ladder match.
Yes.
He just always done doing stuff, bro.
The difference in Vince and TKO, I feel like, is I feel like WWE used to try to ruin people on the way out. Take them off the shows, ruin them, bury them, or whatever. But I feel like now with TKO, it's not about ruining them on the way out. It's about elevating them and then having someone go over. I'll use an example. Indy Hartwell, she's kept her name. Might be a small thing, but she's Indy Hartwell because WWE was able to cut a deal with her. Edge had a feature match on the way out. Braun Strowman, he's got a TV show. They said, hey, man, come back anytime. Ricochet was in a major storyline on Monday Night Raw, even though he got put through a car or something like that. Didn't matter. Like, literally millions and millions of people saw him as he was heading to AEW. So I just think it's different. They elevated him, and then now they're letting him go make more money.
And then you saw the crowd chanting on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
We want truth. And to the point where CM Punk had to acknowledge that they were chanting for truth, right?
By the way, which was a joke because they used to chant his name when he wasn't on the show.
Exactly.
So it was a joke.
Exactly. But it's just the love that you see for R-Truth. I love to see it because, like you said, the dude's been in the business for you were wrestling with R-Truth back in the day.
Yeah. That was 25 years ago.
Exactly. So shout out R-Truth.
And he was working Guard Armories and Memphis Championship Wrestling and, the little shows just like...
Sam's Club,
There's
Sam's
a whole
Town.
story of Road Dogg seeing him at a Memphis Championship Wrestling, like rapping or something on the show and saying, hey, you're going to be my new tag team partner, and went up and pitched it, and that's how it happened.
So shout out, man. I just want to give R-Truth... And I saw somebody, one of the older wrestlers, like maybe Bully Ray or somebody brought up how WWE dropped the ball with this situation where if you wanted to make us hate John Cena...
Yes. I saw
this.
Yes.
Right? I saw Bully Ray say I'm the reason why R-Truth was released. Because we talked about on this podcast how WWE's dropped the ball with the whole John Cena heel thing anyway. So it's like, why not use this moment to elevate and make us actually hate John Cena?
Yeah.
Because you know how much we love R-Truth.
Yeah.
The world loves
Truth
R-Truth,
is.
man.
I would imagine that Truth would be in on that story too.
For
He's
sure.
cool. Yeah, pay him some money. Like, just do the story. It would be
Yeah.
totally cool. Also, there's some more releases here in about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. We're gonna have the Phenom Jazz. She just texted me. She's getting ready to join us here on the podcast. Carlito says that he stole money from WWE.
Wait, what?
Joking, like as in.
Oh, you got paid to do nothing?
Yes.
He literally did not do
He
it.
literally tweeted out, hey, you know, I've just got my release. I'm not going to be back. It's something about stealing money from WWE. But in all seriousness,
I mean, he really didn't do shit. Like he had that one run at the Rumble.
he was jacked. He's like in better shape now than he's ever been in his whole career.
So you gonna book him?
But he did, hell yeah, I'd book Carlito. You know he's got to bite an apple. Like who?
Oh my god.
The question is not if I would book Carlito. The question is who's going to get an apple spit in their face when I do?
This guy.
Who would it be? Seriously, who would be funny?
You.
Me?
Yes, I want him to spit an apple in your face.
Ooh.
On the commentary's desk.
But what's the benefit of that?
Me laughing.
But that's not enough.
That's
That's not enough.
I think the LA Hustlers will love that.
I think the LA Hustlers would hate that.
I need Carlito to do that. Shout out Carlito. But no, name some more people because there's some people on the list that got released that I didn't give a crap about.
Valhalla is gone.
Don't care.
Wasn't that the wife of the Viking Raiders?
Don't care. I need the Viking Raiders to be on this list next time.
No, I love the Viking Raiders. How do you not like they had a banger of a match on Monday Night Raw.
We've been there before, bro. I don't like. They're like.
Where's Eric when you need him?
They're like freaking the Ascension to me.
Oh my gosh, no way.
I hate them.
Shout out to Big Con. Love Big Con though.
The Ascension ass.
There are rumors that they could be releasing The Miz.
I mean, he's like I said, he's done a lot.
He's also the new host of what, like American Gladiators or something?
He is.
Yeah, there's here. Talk and I'll
Miz
look it
is?
up. Yeah, I think so.
Like I said, hey, Miz, do your thing, bro. Like,
American Gladiators, which by the way, I loved Ice back in the day.
he's done a lot for the business, so I mean, I won't be too pent up if he gets released.
Mike the Miz Mizanin will be hosting the reboot of American Gladiators on Prime Video. So I'm saying, and in no way am I saying that the Miz has been fired. He has not. There's no news out there. But I'm saying that if he does, these guys have other stuff going on to where they can come back to WWE at some point. So don't be mad that they released these folks.
No, well, the people that I'm not mad. Like, I don't care about, like the Valhallas of the world. Hopefully, Viking Raiders one day.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said that.
Who else?
I said it. I've been released. You get that phone call and it's like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Matt Cardona is a good person to follow for stuff like this because he's always giving advice. Because for him to go, you know, from where he was in WWE, winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, and then turning around and being released and having to do it all over again on the Indies.
Yeah, good for him.
So go check him out.
Shout out to Matt Cardona. But yeah, those releases are lame. I'm mad about the R-Truth more than anything.
Don't be mad about it. The Phenom Jazz is coming up here in just a few minutes.
Let's see what we got.
But before we get there, I'm going to tell you.
Pat McAfee, speaking of women's wrestling, Pat McAfee, bro, my girl Stephanie Valkyrie, whatever her name is, she did her devil's kiss on Raw the other night. Pat McAfee, you are not Booker T, bro. They should let Booker T do her matches from now on. Like, Pat McAfee, you step to the side, let Booker cook.
I like Pat McAfee, though.
He was like, roof. I'm like, no.
He's got to do his own thing, doesn't he?
It doesn't hit the same as Booker's, bro.
That's okay. So at the Grizzlies, when I say smile and wave at the Grizzlies,
it doesn't hit the same.
I know, but on purpose it doesn't. Like I'm
when you get to T, it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same.
Shout out to BLJ.
You can't be out here doing Gunnar T's job. We need to let Gunnar T be Gunnar T, bro. I need the oh yeah!
Hey, that's my shit.
I need it. I need that Booker T, man. Let Booker T call Stephanie Valkyrie's matches from now on. WWE, let Booker cook at her matches. We need him. Pat McAfee can't do it.
Love me some Booker T.
Me too.
Phenom Jazz coming up in just a second, but first I want to tell you what's coming up with Memphis Wrestling. We got Memphis Wrestling Kids Camp. If you have a kid that's 5 or older, sign them up. Register now at memphiswrestling.tv. It's a 2-day camp. It's going to be on Thursday and Friday, July 17th and 18th. It is a ton of fun. If you don't believe me, go to our YouTube page and check it out. Some highlights there. This Sunday, Crazy Steve is going to be live at Memphis Wrestling along with the Phenom Jazz. There's also a seminar immediately following at the Wrestle Center. You can register for the seminar at WrestleCenter901.com, or you can get tickets at MemphisWrestling.tv. Save $5. General admission's only $10, by the way.
Turn up.
So if you use the code JAZZ at checkout, then you will save $5 and you'll get in for only $5.
Yeah, I was about to say I was gonna try to do math, but that was gonna be hard. I'm not a big math guy.
MemphisWrestling.tv. Also, Rikishi's coming to Memphis. Gilbert is coming to Memphis. James Ellsworth is coming to Memphis. I have been talking.
Did you say Gilbert?
Gilbert is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Devin, that's what I've got coming up. What do you got
Where
coming
the hell
up?
you find these people at?
Gilbert. You know we got to do the whole.
No, it doesn't.
And open up, and then the security. Big
No,
Dan. It's got to be Big Dan.
You have to have like sprinklers though, bro.
I don't know that we could use sprinklers or sparklers in the Wrestle Center, so we might have to use pom-poms. Like golden pom-poms.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so goofy.
All right, what you got coming up?
I have nothing, bro. We're chilling, bro. We are watching wrestling, catching the vibe.
I got nothing going on.
I got nothing going on. I'm just chilling, bro. We're just here for the vibes. I might make an appearance at the Wrestle Center on Sunday.
You better.
If you people see me at the Wrestle Center, y'all better greet me with kindness. You know what I'm saying? I might be there on Sunday.
I've just gotten word that we have a legend on the line.
Uh-oh. The streets are talking.
The legend is here with us on Grind City Wrestling, just a couple of days ahead of a live appearance coming up at the Memphis Wrestling Wrestle Center. That's 3296 Winbrook Drive in Memphis. Get those tickets at MemphisWrestling.tv. But she's a trainer. She's a former WWE Women's Champion, and as I stated earlier, regarded as one of the toughest women in the history of our great sport. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Phenom Jazz. What's up, Miss Jazz? How are you?
Oh, can you?
Got to unmute your mic.
Uh-oh.
All right, can you hear me?
There we go. Miss Jazz, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys?
Doing great. We're just sitting here talking wrestling and discussing what's coming up on Sunday. But first, before we talk about Sunday, I imagine that you watch a lot of wrestling. What's the best wrestling that you watched all week?
Well, I gotta most definitely go with top three. I would say TNA, NWA, and of course our promotion here at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling.
Dog Pound. I want to talk to you about training as well. So you guys are doing some training sessions out at the Dog Pound as well, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Recently, you were at the WWE Performance Center.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience, because that's got to be, gosh.
I tell you what, it's something that I didn't know what I was walking into. You know, I've never been, but it was, you know, my mouth dropped when I walked in. Unbelievable. I mean, first off, the incredible athletes they have out there. Oh my God. Whenever and if they ever get the opportunity to go to the main roster, those guys and girls are they're gonna shock the world.
I bet, especially coming from somebody that's training today. So you see a lot of stars that come through and a lot of athletes that come through Dog Pound. We do here at Memphis as well, but man, the Performance Center is like a whole different animal.
It's a whole different beast over there, brother.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Jazz,
Yeah.
I want to ask you about, because I know you came up back when I was a youngin. I was watching you on WWE television, and for me to see you and Jaqueline back then and see now like the Jade Cargills of the world, the Naomis of the world, all of them kind of shining on WWE television. How much does that kind of make your heart feel good? Because it's like back then it was kind of just you and Jaqueline out there. Now they're starring on television every day.
Yeah, before there was Jazz, there was Jaqueline, and of course, you know, I'm not saying she was Memphis bred, but she most definitely got a big start up there in Memphis, you know, and me growing up there watching Miss Texas, you know, doing her thing. It was she's a trailblazer, and you know, and then when I come along again, there still wasn't very many women that was in the business then, but you know what, now the doors have kicked open. I mean, women it's a game changer for women's division in the industry now.
like for me, like the young black women specifically, like Jada Parker's of the world at NXT, like watching, because like I feel like there wasn't many opportunities back then. Like now, there's
it wasn't. Not at all. The recognition these African American wrestlers are getting now is, it blows my mind, and I'm blessed to be a part of that. I mean, they're receiving their flowers, which is well due, right? Overdue.
Well overdue, for sure. For sure.
Love it. We're talking to the legend herself, former WWE Women's Champion and current trainer at Dog Pound. Is that in Houston? Where are you in Texas?
No, we're in San Antonio.
Okay.
Booker's in Houston, but we're here in San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, never forget, Jazz, when you did the Booker T entrance at your WWE debut. Never forget that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't think I will either. Then what it was. They didn't give me an opportunity to rehearse an entrance.
Yeah.
They was just like, here's your music, go. And I didn't even realize I was doing his entrance. It's just my body just reacted to the music.
We did.
All right, so we're
reacted to the music. Because if you watch my entrance in ECW, I wasn't doing anything like that at all.
Yeah.
We talked about Texas.
I think it was the music that threw me off.
We're talking about Texas. We're talking about Memphis. Miss Texas, I grew up watching. Jackie Moore, Miss Texas, Miss Jaqueline, whatever you want to call her. By the way, hook me up because I'd love to have her come to Memphis. But growing up watching her and watching you and both of you being regarded, like literally anybody that you talk to, they talk about how tough the two of you were and are.
Yeah, I mean, because we had to wrestle men.
There you go.
We had no choice but to be a little rough, a little rugged, all I recall is Jackie jumping on those guys' backs and beating the crap out of them, and then when I got to ECW, I end up having my first pay-per-view match ever with Jason Knight, which most definitely go down in the history books, So when we had to wrestle men, brother, we had no choice but to bring it, and it's weird because when I got to WWF at the time, that was I started wrestling Trish. And we finished our match, and they would come and ask her, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Right, absolutely.
Like,
okay. Lots of really, really good stuff back then, and still going today. We talked about the NWA a little bit. You've been involved with NWA. You were their champion for over 900 days. You've worked with TNA. You recently were at the Performance Center with WWE. Oh my gosh, you talk about a forbidden door? Like you're working everywhere.
Hey, blessings, thank God,
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God, and I'm the first African American woman to produce in major companies.
Wow. Okay.
Very, very cool.
I gotta ask you, Miss Jazz. I want to know because me and Five Star have been talking about it. It was kind of one of the biggest headlines in wrestling right now. R-Truth. Did you see the R-Truth release? Did you have any interactions with Truth? And did you?
You know what? I never did. No. But what I've seen and what I've heard, and I can tell the way he interacts with everyone, he's most definitely well loved among his peers and among the fans. He's a fan favorite for sure. Yeah. For sure. But you know what? The door may be kind of closing on him right now, but who said it's going to be completely closed? You know what I'm saying? So he may want to take 6 months to a year off just to be at home and relax and do TikToks with his kids.
Right.
But who knows what opportunity is going to come for R-Truth? Even if it's not WWE, you got other companies. You know what I'm saying? So R-Truth is going to be okay.
Shout out to Truth, man. Shout out to Truth.
Yes.
Totally agree there. All right, take us back to Memphis. You mentioned Memphis and watching Jackie Moore. Do you have friends and family in Memphis? Do you have a special tie to Memphis?
Yes, I do. Born and bred and raised, brother.
Yes.
Right there.
You were born in the city?
How did I not know this?
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
I should have led with this.
Man.
Wait, this is not on your Jazz. This is not on your wiki page.
Come on, for real.
Tell them to update your wiki page.
Hey, kayfabe, brother, kayfabe.
I have been watching you since Devin was a kid, okay? I swear to God. I've been watching you forever. I had no idea you were from right here in Memphis.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, born and raised right there, bro. Yeah.
Man, so the Wrestle Center is going to be packed on Sunday.
Yeah, the family members gonna pop out.
They better show up and show out and show love. Yes.
I don't want to take up too much time, but how did you get your start in wrestling? Being living in Memphis, like how did you get your start, real quick?
And you know what? Two of the Memphis legends, Charlie Parker
Okay.
and Reggie B. Fine.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh!
Yes.
We were just
Charlie Parks. I said Parker. Charlie Parks. Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
Parks.
So
Okay.
Charlie Parks, Reggie B. Fine. So what happened? I had met Charlie Parks at some deal with this guy was trying to do tryouts for. He was trying to start a new promotion or something. So I met Charlie Parks, and he introduced me to Reggie B. Fine. So long story short, I get introduced to Reggie B. Fine. He was like, "Oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna hook you up." So he takes me to the fairground, and he tells Jerry Lawler that I wrestles. So Jerry Lawler throws me in the ring with Miss Texas at the time. Yes. Had never trained, never done a headlock, lock up, tie up, none of that. And let's just say the match ended probably in about 20 seconds. And
Wow.
and Jerry Lawler, when we finished, Jerry Lawler said, "Hey, you did a great job." So
That's amazing.
that is.
yes.
I am so
that was
disappointed.
my first match ever against Miss Texas at
in
the fairground.
Memphis at the fairgrounds. Wow.
Yep.
My apologies. I've let the wrestling fans down.
Come on, 5-star.
How in the world did I not know this story?
Come on.
Yes.
Oh my
Okay, wait,
gosh.
since we're here, I can't let her go before since she's a real Memphian.
Yes.
I gotta know about your favorite barbecue spot since you're a Memphian.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God, it's been so long. I mean, oh Jesus, I hadn't been. Oh man, I left Memphis over 20 years ago. But-
Same spots. There ain't nothing
Same
changed.
spot.
Ain't nothing
Yeah, but
changed.
I gotta think of the name of it. But it's right down. It was right down 3rd Street.
It's not Rendezvous.
No.
not
I tell you what, they showed it on the Queens of Comedy.
They showed it on the Queens.
Got some research
Yes.
to do,
We're gonna have to
Devin.
do a
Yes,
deep-
the
we're gonna
Queens
do a
of
deep
Comedy
dive.
were in there like fixing plates and serving food. Yes.
Oh,
On the
that may be.
Queens of Comedy.
That may be. I know exactly. Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay,
that Central?
We're gonna,
Central
no,
Barbecue?
no, it's not Central. It's like one of the hole in wall spots.
Yeah, it's one of
nice,
them old,
okay.
old,
Yeah.
like it was there
Yeah,
30 some years ago.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's
Yes.
on. I know what street it's on. I cannot
Man,
remember
Miss
the name.
Jazz is OG straight up
From
in
Memphis.
town, baby.
I love to hear it. You just made my day, Jazz. I don't even know.
All right, wrapping things up here with Memphian herself, the Phenom Jazz. All right, so this Sunday it's going to be big. So at 12:30 to 1:30, they can come out, wrestling fans, and meet you, get pictures, autographs, and all that kind of stuff. Also, TNA Wrestling superstar Crazy Steve will be in the house. You see it on your screen there. If you use the code JAZZ at checkout, you'll save $5. We did the math a second ago. General admission is $10. If you use a $5 discount code, you get in for just $5. They can come meet you. 1:30 is bell time, and then immediately following our TV taping, you are going to stick around and conduct a pro wrestling seminar for the pro wrestlers around the area. What can we expect this Sunday, Jazz? I can't wait.
Well, I mean, first off, they got to show up and see what's going to happen. You know, when I walk through that curtain, that music hit, hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Might hit the
You
Booker
know,
T.
so-
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's ass
No,
getting
I'm not
whooped.
hitting the Booker T, baby. No, that ain't happening. But I got to see if I'm coming out to the original intro from WWE, or if I'm coming out to that ECW vibe, Money, Power, Respect. So it all depends on which vibe I'm gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Jazz, I want to know
Yes,
who has the greatest intros right now. Since we're talking about you had two different great intro music. Like, what do you think? Who has the hardest intro right now?
Oh my God! Oh wait, that's a tough one, because I'm all about women. You know.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Bianca, kudos to her, but that girl skips all the way to the ring.
Yeah.
You
In
know,
boots.
so
In wrestling
yeah,
boots.
she's phenomenal just from doing that alone. You know,
Yeah.
those long entrants of those manias and those special pay-per-views. Oh yeah, when she's skipping from the curtain all the way to the ring, I'm like, God, no. Yeah.
All right, Jazz, you have been so nice and generous with your time. We really do appreciate you joining us here in Grind City Wrestling, and we cannot wait to see you beat somebody up on Sunday. Thanks, Jazz.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
The Phenom Jazz. What in the world? Are you kidding me right now?
We just learned something new today.
I'm almost embarrassed.
Yeah, you should do your
Like
research
I'm blushing.
I
I'm
told
turning
you
red.
I went to when I did my research for this. It didn't say Memphis. But
I
now we
wanted
know.
to say I didn't want to be weird, but I was
said
going to say what
kayfabe.
zip code? I was going to see what you
Zip
said.
code's crazy.
Why?
Zip code's crazy.
3116, 103. It gives me an idea. Are you downtown? You midtown? Like where you at?
East Memphis.
East Memphis.
type
Where
shit,
you at?
Type shit.
Yeah, it tells you a lot.
Shout out Jazz, man. That's a real legend right there, bro.
All right, so if you
Real
were
legend.
thinking about it, and there's no reason not to at this point, come see the Phenom Jazz.
I need that Money, Power, Respect intro though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think our Clown 6, our DJ, can handle that.
I need the Money, Power, Respect intro with Jazz.
All right, we've gone a little bit long this week, but it has been a ton of fun. You can always take part in the conversation at Grind City Media, of course, on YouTube. Get in the comments. Tell us what I was right about and what Devin was wrong about. Also, shout out to the Phenom Jazz.
What the hell are you doing?
That's MW. They do this in the crowd now. Memphis Wrestling.
Oh my God.
All right, do you want to sing us out again?
Oh my God. What the hell was that? Can you do that again, please? Jalen, what the? Why is he doing that so strong?
What do you want me to do?
Why? Can you loosen your shoulder up?
It's a lowercase M. So this is the lowercase M.
Loosen your shoulder up, bro. What the?
That's a lowercase because you're not doing it so hard. It's not like big.
What am I singing today?
Big giant.
It's just me, Oos.
That's all the time we've got this week on Grind City Wrestling. I am Dustin Starr for Devin Walker, baby, and for the Phenom Jazz, saying so long, everybody.
Hey. I should have sung Trish Stratus's music.
Do it.
Well, I forgot her old music.
You got a point.
No, I did the music though.
Yeah, but you got a point when you do Trish Stratus.